Welcome to the Real Double Dose channel. This is your host Lex coming to you straight from the heart where the talk is real and the vibe is always live. Yes, it is. For any show requests, feedback, or anything under the sun, welcome this beautiful spring. Get a hold of us at Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com. That's yandex.com, and our soon to be transitioning.com, which is located right now and has been for a little while now at realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. That's .blogspot.com. Wonderful insights, wonderful opportunities of amazingness, and as well as our featured partners and sponsors, GiveMeAllThat.com and Bernini Solutions. Wonderful queens and jacks of all trades, and wonderful fashion, and as well as RDDC discounts are given on there. And sign up for our free travel giveaways and gift cards and so much more. And you're probably going to meet us more over there on the YouTube platform, but you can find more out at the bottom at the About Me section of the Blogspot, where we have links to our wonderful books, just sitting there basically to let you have more of a kind of enhancement of just understanding more things. And if you would like also free individual copies of different ones we have for anxiety and so much more, email us and let us know. And also tune in Stitcher Radio, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, iTunes, SoundCloud, and many more, Spotify. You can find us at, and wherever you're listening into right now, YouTube as well, coming right at you. Let us know. So without further ado, let's roll in. This is hashtag Let It Go. Yes, I mean, I was originally going to go for hashtag. Okay, well, I'm not even going to say that. I'll just keep that flavor for another letter of another layer letter. Okay? All right, so hashtag Let It Go. What does that spell out for us? You know where we're getting at with this. It may seem as though it's going to come from just exactly the page, but this is from one of our amazing RDDC families. Her name is Khadijah Matthews, and she is located at least for right now that we know of, in beautiful Wyoming. Shout out to you, Khadijah. We were actually looking at some beautiful, my beloved and I, we were looking at some beautiful land in Wyoming, and a wonderful, just time. It sounds amazing. And if we come out there sooner than later, hopefully we can go out and maybe have a couple steaks and whatever else together. You never know. Vegetarian, it doesn't matter. So her question, and I know a lot of our questions come from this, because I have this question too. Oh, believe it or not. Let's get real. Her question was to us, RDDC was Lex and RDDC team. Okay, let me make sure I'm reading this right. Okay, so in a nutshell, Lex and family. I'm wondering why every time I have these problems of people and circumstances coming up in my life, it seems to hold me back and keep me to a place to where I can't move forward. I constantly have, if not people or circumstances pulling from me, and things that are out of my control popping up. It seems like I just want to just scream at the top of my lungs and collapse. What should I do, or how should I address it, or can I just walk away from it altogether? Sincerely, Khadijah Matthews from beautiful Wyoming. I'm not going to say the city or whatever, that's privacy, but at the same time, you get it. Okay, well, Khadij, yes, I love that name. It's so cute. I'm glad that you reached out, and I'm glad that you had something to definitely talk about. Well, the only thing I can give you for that is being able to take a page from my book. Okay, and that's just not to say it's just my page. That comes from many other chapters written down from a lot of other people's journeys as well that have shared with me, different ones that I'm going through as well. But that's the only way you can have a relation, is knowing how to relate. So my factual opinion, I'll say, if something is getting to the point where you feel like, man, I just want to walk away, girl, it is time for you to walk away. Okay, whether it be for a moment. I can't say that, like I said, disclaimer, I can't say that just in case your kids are driving you crazy, or your relationship, or someone's having a seizure, God forbid, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm just sick of this, I'm gonna walk away. No. Okay, this is common sense. I'm speaking of things that are pulling you down, and that's where we're at right now. Now, I've had so many people, and they keep on surfacing. They come in like they're just cool, calm, and collective, And all of a sudden it's like at the point is like my relevancy for all these many of chapters of my life. The things that I go through, the things that I try to be a part of, I don't do for form or fashion like I was taught by my beautiful mother. And she was taught by hers. We don't do it so people can glorify us. Even a thank you seems too much sometimes. Like, oh, you don't have to thank me. That's just the way true souls work. But when you have people who come in and you know who you are, if you're listening to this, yes, Lex is putting you on blast undercover, but you know who you are. Where it's like, oh, I have this coming up. Can you help me with this, and that? Can you do this, and this for me? You could tell them that you're bleeding out. You're crawling across the desert. Your car just blew up and you have no food in your house for a month and you're getting eaten by 20 aliens. And they still would be like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Can you, just spot me? Yeah, can you scratch my back even though you have no hands to do it with because you're carrying a million things? Okay. Stuff out of our control. Okay, now that right there was more in our control. Now I will get to that in a moment. Car starts acting a little funky. Okay, it starts raining in the middle of you taking a nice walk with no umbrella and barely just a thin t-shirt on. Out of your control. All of a sudden you go to the store, took you 20 minutes just to get there, and you're excited and you're really craving this one thing, or you really need it for this one ingredient, whatever it might be, and they're out of it. You search and search around and you can't find it. Out of your control right there. Out of your control for that moment. Your relationship, you blow up and you get into an argument and you know you could have avoided it or they could have avoided it, but you don't want to deal with it per se at that moment, but you know you have to because it happened. And then feelings are hurt because of it. Sometimes it's just good, Khadijah, to let it go. Right? And I'm just dedicating this to hashtag let it go. When an argument happens and if the person has wronged you, learn how to forgive them in due time, but learn how to forgive them on face value notes, depending on how much of a depth it is and how long it takes you to get there. And learn how to let it go. Learn how to just say, you know what, they hurt me, I'll let them come back and apologize, but either way, I send my love. Text them, send an email. Hey, you might be in your feelings right now. I feel more hurt than anything, but I want to let you know that I love you no matter what. Through loving kindness have I drawn thee. That is from the beautiful scriptures. And perfect love casts out all fear. Once we let go of the fear that we have of losing or having anything, I found that it's my miracle cure. It makes me feel like not careless, but carefree. I worry a lot because I care about those and others and circumstances, but I still feel carefree where I'm like, you know what? Whatever may happen, I can't do anything about it. Let it go. When your car wants to act up, something's out of the store, whatever may happen, I never have an expectation for those things to be. I'm just like, well, what's going to unfold? What am I looking at? I came to the store and nothing was here, but what was the lesson learned? Was it passing by a certain street at a certain time? Maybe seeing someone I was supposed to help at the store? Or maybe just being out of that certain spot at a certain moment for whatever. Or maybe it was just simply, it just happened. I look at everything as a lesson or a reason. And it doesn't you don't have to break it down and define like, oh my gosh, I went over to brush my teeth, something's happening. Or I moved out of the bed just in time before a spider bit me. It's not like that. But what I'm saying is, hashtag let it go. Let it go. If you have those people who are like drowning you and holding you and pulling you down, and they constantly want to manipulate their conversation to get what they need, and a lot of people don't realize that they're doing it, Khadijah. A lot of people are kind of like, well, at least a good group of the people that I know for sure, their mind is always on the hustle. Okay, most people is to a certain point, but their mind is constantly on gimme. What can I get for myself? What can I do? And all the while they want to say, I love you. Do you? Not really. They probably love from a depth perspective, but if they truly loved, they would not ignore the signs and the warnings that have been given already, verbally and just outwardly. I believe it was Jay Shetty that said, when people care about you, They ask how you're doing, and they just take it for face value when you say, okay, I'm doing good. Well, when people love you, they ask how you're doing, and they wait for you to tell them the truth. That's what I look at. That's what defines it. So hashtag let it go means breathe in, breathe out. It could be hashtag cut them loose, or cut it loose, or cut it out. Whatever it is, ultimately you understand where it comes from. And where it comes from is, don't let anything or anyone ever make you to the point where you just gave up completely. But you can always step back from that situation and let it go. Breathe in and out and realize that life is going to keep going. Life will let us go if we don't keep moving with the flow of life. If we stop breathing right now, held our breath until we passed out and so forth, life's still going to go on. Life never stops because the Creator never stops. Everything keeps going. You have to learn how to let it go. Well, eventually, it'll wind up letting go of you. So that's how I did. I started ignoring certain issues. I started saying, you know what? It's time for me to come back into myself, love being around myself, love dealing with what I have to deal with, and learning how to let it go. Understanding that the factual points of that is being free within myself to understand that it's okay to let it go. That's all you can do is let go and let flow, right? I believe there's a song by James Bay called Just Let It Go, maybe? Just let it go, just let it be. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? Everything that's wrong, leave it to the breeze. Let the ashes fall and forget about me. I mean, that's basically, listen to that song. First of all, I love his voice. Amusing, amazing, wonderful. But at the same time, I hope, and you can always get a hold of Anthony or I, Sheila, Angela, myself, and get more clarity on this. But overall, for the RDC family that's listening, I hope this addressed it, Khadijah, and I am hoping that you'll find that clarity within yourself. You need to learn how to just breathe, and it seems like you have more people pulling on you than anything. And I know that it just feels like, man, you don't have to, you're not obligated to address their problems. You're not obligated to fix their wrongs and make them right. You are not obligated. No matter how much you want to be an influence to the universe, it doesn't mean you are a slave to the universe. The universe will never make you a slave. And it'll never make you to a point to where you're forced into servitude to those who are not appreciative of the things that you're doing, to where they make you feel like you have to let it go. It's a difference if you have too much on your plate and you're doing too much and you're stretching yourself too thin, so you have to let little things go. But in this case, it sounds like some of the cases we're all dealing with, especially I know myself, and especially where I'm looking at for you, is that people don't know how to let it go when it comes to stressing you out. And our normal obligations, our bills and our family and our love life, okay, but when you have other people trying to get aboard your ship and you only have enough fuel to make it there to the other side of that island for what you have already, the weight of it enough is not going to get you across to your island. You have to let other people off, and never actually let them on to begin with, honestly, but let them off that ship like, hey, this is enough to carry me where I have to go. I've given you some cargo, I've given you some, for example, some boxes of apples, whatever it might be, but you don't owe anyone anything. Doesn't matter. And don't ever give your word unless you can complete that word, and always let them know through the will of the Creator, the will of God. Yes, if it's possible, if nothing pops up, sure, but you're not obligated to answer 17 million people's requests. Even if your children need those requests, they have to understand you have to be strengthened before you can give anything else out. So just remember, you can be the change, feel the passion, and embrace the power of the Spirit always. Any questions, get a hold of us at Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com. That's YANDX.com, and as well as realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. Khadijah, we love you. And we hope to be at Wyoming very soon. And I'm glad that you reached out and you wanted this to be on display for the RDC family. And we also hope to see you, or at least hear from you, on our YouTube channel rolling out. So just stay wonderful. Be blessed. Don't stress. Hashtag let it go. And become more of peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. You deserve it. We all do. So, also, don't forget, sign up for the travel giveaways, the free gift cards and so much more. Have a wonderful time enjoying this new freshness into spring. Check out the Blogspot. We're going to be having more freshness on there, as well as just the .com itself and all of our other featured wonderful guests and our featured wonderful posts. We love you. You're amazing. You're awesome. And we'll be back with you very, very RDDC soon.